Hello and welcome to the Gaming Chronicles. Today we will be continuing A-10 Tank Killer 1.5. And in our previous mission we completed Mother Hen. We took out a lot of targets. Um, a lot of SAMs. We took out more SAMs than tanks by at least double. But anyway, today we are going to be playing and flying one of my least favorite missions. Let's just take a look at our status here, which is Wingman. Yeah, Wingman. All right, let's just go ahead and fire it up. I'm not going to even comment on it. All right, your next mission is unusual for a hard driver. Yes. Sending you and two other A-10s on a deep interdiction strike. A lot of hostile radar. Stay below 700 feet. Okay, so don't get hit by the MiGs. Normally we'd send an M16, but there's too much radar, and they would have a hard time getting that low. So, because you're an A-10, you can fly lower. Besides, there are no F-16s. Ha ha ha. Yep. My colonel is such a kidder, such a funny man. Captain Stokes will be piloting one of the other A-10s. He's in charge on this mission. Fly a wingman for him and follow his lead and obey his orders. Okay, so we have to take out the supply base. Yep. The other A-10. I love that comment. It's like the other pilot doesn't have a name. Anyway, they actually have enough ordnance to take out both bases. So that's a little bit of misinformation you're giving me on the debriefing, or would it be the briefing? It would be the briefing, not the debriefing. Debriefing's after the mission, right? Anyway, whatever. Uh, so the inaccurate information actually could cause you to, I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. Blah 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 blah. I just don't like this mission. Yep, don't get detected or the MiGs will scramble. And yeah, they are trouble if they do scramble. That's happened before. All right. Now it really doesn't matter what our ordnance is, to be honest. Guess we can do that because the other two A-10s, they take out essentially all the structures except two of them, two radar bases, which we'll take out. They're like elective targets. Um, but as far as armor and everything else, yeah, we're kind of overloaded. So anyway, let's go. Now, one thing, the first thing I guess that I don't really like about this mission is the fact that we have to stay behind these A-10s. We literally have to fly in formation with these two Yahoos, and I mean you can fly off on your own, break formation, and do your own thing, and you can complete the mission by yourself. At least the parts that you can do. They do have to destroy the MiG base and the resupply base. There's no other way about it because they have all the ordnance to do so, whereas we have very limited ordnance to take out buildings. Anyway, so yeah, we've got to follow these guys at a very leisurely pace. Just flying down the river. And this mission is not too terribly difficult, really. Um, yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty relaxed as far as missions goes. There's not a lot of SAM threats. Um, I think there's really only one SAM threat as part of the main mission. We're going to take out. So this is our plan of attack. I guess I should do this at the beginning of like every mission. That would be helpful, I think, to explain the method of my madness. So we're gonna come behind this mountain. That's what Stokes was referring to here. Let's. Uh, yeah, it's a mountain, Stokes. It's not a ridge line. Anyway, so we're gonna come fly around this mountain or a ridge line, as he says. There will be a platoon of tanks that we have to destroy up here, but then we'll come over here. Now, the trick about taking out this enemy airbase, the MiG airbase, is that we we have to stay behind our wingmen far enough that they take out the SAMs before we are within range of the base. So they'll take out the SAMs, and then we'll come in immediately afterwards, and we'll mow down the MiGs that'll still be grounded. And then after that, it's pretty easy flying. We'll take out the radar base, and there's a little tank there that is standing guard doing something. I don't know. Then at that point, we can just break away from our squadron and kind of just free fly. And then we'll just come straight down here, take this SAM out, and then take one of the buildings out, fly over here, take this radar out, and then take out this SAM, and then this SAM. And that'll be it, really. Um, so it's I think the hard part is if you get if you get too far ahead of your wingmen for one, that will put you in range with the SAMs because there's four SAMs that surround the MiG airbase. And while you can technically take them all out yourself and the MiGs, it is very difficult and dangerous to do so. I did on my practice runs. I think I did three practice runs just to see the various ways that you can complete the mission successfully. And I will definitely tend to err on the side of caution on this one, just because. Oh, come on. Um, there we go. Where'd they go? This is one of the few missions where I will use my views because there they are. I don't always know where they are. Okay, let them get about 6,000 meters ahead of us, and then let's see, let's go put our bearing at 90. Okay, what's he saying? All right. Oh yeah, that's right. Now, a funny thing is, if you decide to break away from formation and like if you decide to come up, break formation right off the bat, and then come up here, and then hardcore hero the base yourself, at least the SAMs and the MiGs. Um, it is Jake who makes this comment or a similar comment about, hey, Book, I see some T-80s. We better shoot them down before they radio HQ. So, or excuse me, not Buck. That's the default name. It's Buck Ryan. Anyway, TGC. So anyway, Stokes. All right, yeah, we're going in now. When we pass this ridge line, make a hard right. It's a mountain, Stokes. I guess ridge line is fine. I don't know if that's an actual term that they commonly use in the military. The MiG base will be right there. I'll take out the SAM threats. So yeah, that's what you have to wait for. We really need them to take out the SAM threats before we start open firing on the MiGs. Otherwise, they're just gas skins, but if we're close enough, they can still hurt us. Um, Take out the MiGs before they scramble to get airborne. Yeah, the Rock Eyes and Avenger Fire. Yeah, you can definitely overkill it. So anyway, all right, let's go ahead and boogie. Let's see, they're about okay. Let's speed up a little bit, just a little bit though, just a little bit though. We will go ahead and switch to Rock Eyes per his suggestion. Come on, take those SAMs out, please. Okay, they got him. All right. All right, we let our two Rock Eyes go. Ah, well, we missed one. That happens. You know what, Stokes? I've got more important things to worry about than... Did we get it? Oh, come on. Gotcha! Oh, we got him on the runway. Excuse me. As he was taking off. Woohoo! That was some pretty fancy flying we had to pull out there. And as a reminder, this is all being done on a keyboard. We'll just go ahead and... Oop. Oh, we missed the tank. We'll come back and get it. We've got to take out this SAM. Let's see. I don't want... There we go. Yeah, I got it. And the thing about this mission as well is the sound kind of bugs out. It's like there's too many sound files that are coming through at the same time. Uh, Continue flying. Join the formation. All right, I think fine job, Captain. All the MiGs are scrap metal. Let's go take out the resupply base. Follow me. We're approaching the resupply base. I'm out of Mavericks. Your job is to fly ahead and they got the SAMs. Well, there's only one of them. Resupply base is destroyed. Okay. There he is. T-72. Gotcha. All right, let's go take out that SAM. Time to do the bonus targets. Just rudder over. All right. So, main mission is over. Primary and secondary objectives are complete. So, if you follow your two wingmen, the mission is actually quite easy. It's just that my tendency and desire. Let's see if we can get a lock on before we dive under the radar. Yeah. That's another way yet to kill those gadflies, is to just bombs away. All right, that's all the radar stations. Is to fire off a Maverick or a Rockeye and then immediately dive under radar. But the timing has to be very precise. You have less than a second, I think, to to make that maneuver, if that's how you want to do it. Now this gopher is on that section of the terrain that starts to rise up a little bit, so we will have to use flares so that it doesn't put a missile in our chassis. Come on, where are you? We're right on top of him. We're just going to go ahead and start shooting off flares proactively because there we go. Yeah. And all right, last bonus target. Sadly, this bridge is not targetable, so we can't blow it up. But yeah, I really think that I have a hard time with this mission because of my penchant to my burning desire. Not really, but I just like blowing things up. So since you have to refrain yourself on this mission from doing that, and there's not a lot of there's not a lot of tanks, there's not a lot of armor, there's uh, there's these SAMs and everything. Let's see. There's one. We did what? One SAM here. One, two, three, four SAMs, and 5 tanks total. So yeah, not much action with the Avenger, because then we had those 6 MiGs as well that we took out. Fortunately, none of them got in the air. But anyway, that's a wrap as far as Wingman goes. So it's not a terrible mission. It's just in my memory, it was one that I didn't like because I had to let's see, including yourself, fly Wingman for him, take out any SAMs that threaten him. Yeah, not to mention the MiGs. All right, so our next mission will have much more. Ooh, what's with this? Is that just a tree? Yeah, it's a tree. Interesting. You don't usually see trees on these maps, or anything really, except mountains. You know, the details, the terrain details of these maps um, aren't aren't. What am I trying to say? Don't have a lot of bells and whistles. They don't have a lot of stuff on them. Anyway, let's end the mission. Just glad that's over with. We did a bang-up job. We annihilated the resupply base. Our eastern adversaries will have a hard time equipping any forces in this area now. The MiG base was hit so hard they won't be able to use it for the rest of this conflict. So I don't remember if successfully destroying all the MiGs and the MiG base has an effect on the last 2 missions of this campaign. I don't. Hopefully it does have positive results, because man, it's got to be a little humiliating for a fighter to be smoked by a closer support aircraft like the A-10. But when a MiG's on the ground, it's just another target. Yep. I really hope that, so yeah, technical score 98,000. That's, I believe, the max score you can get. 5 tanks, 4 SAMs, 6 aircraft, 2 installations. Sweet. I thought I destroyed 3. I guess it doesn't matter, but. Okay, so it looks like we've destroyed more SAMs than anything. Look at that. That's crazy. Almost as many aircraft as tanks. But anyway, next one, tank killer, we will definitely have our day of tallying up the tank kills. So anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, I really hope that taking out that MiG base does make a difference for the other 2 campaign missions. Like it has some kind of carryover consequence, because we've had to deal with MiGs. Well, not had to, but we've dealt with dealt with Megs 4 out of the 5 missions. No, 3 out of the 5 missions, excuse me. The city, bridge busting, and then Wingman. And while bridge busting, we didn't have to. Or even the city, we didn't have. Well, yes, we did, because there was a Meg at that one base. Anyway, I hope that there was some kind of there's some kind of reward, positive reward moving forward because we've done so well on all our missions so far. But anyway, that will be to find out. So, next mission, Tank Killer, we are going to be using a lot of bullets. And we're going to have a lot of fun killing tanks, a few SAMs, and I don't remember what else. So, until our next episode, so long for now.